Hi, welcome to Loft Data 1. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about Humanist vampire seeking consenting suicidal person. What a title! It's a French-Canadian film directed by Ariane Louis-Seize and was released in the USA on June 21st, 2024. It's a fresh take on the vampire genre, blending dark comedy with heartfelt drama. The narrative follows Sasha, a young vampire who struggles with her nature, and Paul, a teenager with suicidal tendencies. Now, before I hop into my review, if you want to support the channel, then please take a second to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, I really appreciate it. As a warning, this review will contain some major spoilers, so please continue at your own risk. Lastly, if there's anything you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know by leaving a comment and I will do my best to get to it. Thank you, I am hopping in 3, 2, 1. The film opens with a young Sasha celebrating her birthday with her vampire family. The festivities take a dark turn when the family attacks the hired clown, intending to feed on him. Traumatized by the event, Sasha's fangs fail to develop and she becomes a vampire unable to kill. Years later, Sasha, now a teenager, sustains herself on blood bags provided by her supportive father, who respects her reluctance to hunt humans. However, her mother and the remainder of her family think she should embrace her nature and are frustrated and disappointed with her. Part of this frustration is because vampires can't eat human food or they will die, so they must hunt humans for their blood. Sasha's life intersects with Paul when she observes him contemplating suicide. This encounter leads to a pact. Paul offers his life to Sasha, hoping to give his life meaning, while Sasha can feed without guilt. As they embark on a journey to fulfill his final wishes, their bond deepens, challenging their perceptions of life and death. The film delves into themes of existentialism, morality, and the search for purpose. Sasha's aversion to killing reflects a struggle between her inherent nature and personal ethics. She's an empath. She's very compassionate towards others and doesn't want to harm anyone. There's a therapy group scene where she attends a support group for suicidal individuals, and she admits that she views killing as an evil and would rather die than succumb to her nature. It's a very human aspect of hers. Paul's suicidal ideation and his desire to find meaning before death adds layers to the narrative, exploring the complexities of human emotion and the desire for connection. Despite his suicidal tendencies, Paul finds beauty in the mundane. He has a rock collection, as in music and geodes. He and Sasha bond over this, and it's a beautiful scene. The lighting turns red and symbolizes the realization that they each have a purpose to find outside of their deaths. Like many people in real life, Paul wants purpose and struggles to find it in this world. Meeting Sasha and helping her navigate her life and identity as a vampire gives him purpose. As the film ends, he decides to become a vampire because he realizes his purpose can be to help suffering people stop suffering, aka euthanization. The other big theme in this movie is identity. Sasha doesn't fit into her family's traditional mold. She has dinner table arguments with them about her refusal to kill. When her sister Denise tries to teach her to kill, Sasha hesitates and turns this random guy JP into a vampire. As the film progresses, she accepts her life as an empathetic person and realizes that meaningful connections can heal her emotional wounds and give her a sense of belonging. Cast-wise, I was impressed. Sarah Monpetit delivers a compelling performance as Sasha, capturing her internal conflict and vulnerability. She's angsty and charming, and seeing her confused and sad about life makes me want to give her a hug. In a lot of ways, Sasha reminds me of the girl from A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I have zero complaints with her acting. Felix Antoine Bernard also did a wonderful job with his acting. This is a bit personal, but I have a friend who struggles with depression. Bernard captures many of those subtleties that I see with my friend. Avoiding eye contact, always looking down, shuffling, a soft tone, poor appetite, isolation, and meekness. It's an authentic embodiment of despair and existential dread. There are times when my friend is overcoming his depression and is more outgoing, hopeful, and present. Bernard also captures these glimpses of hope and purpose. The chemistry between Monpetit and Bernard is authentic and adds credibility to their evolving relationship in the film. They were characters I was invested in and rooting for. The supporting cast, largely playing the family, were all great. They showcased their concerns, frustrations, care, and love wonderfully. I don't have any complaints about them. The cinematography, led by Sean Pavlin, employs a muted color palette that enhances the melancholic atmosphere. Scenes are thoughtfully composed, with lighting playing a crucial role in reflecting the characters' emotional states. For instance, the use of neon lights and shadows during Sasha's nocturnal piano performances creates a haunting yet intimate ambience. The visual storytelling complements the narrative and production design, which, speaking of the production, it's simple but effective. It contrasts the mundane with the supernatural. Sasha's family home exudes an eerie charm reminiscent of the Addams Family, with vintage furnishings and dim lighting. In contrast, modern settings like the bowling alley and Paul's home ground the story in reality. Paul is human, and these are good representations of his mundane life and struggles to fit in. I love big productions, but this film is a reminder of how they're not needed when you have a strong narrative and themes. The soundtrack is the last thing I want to talk about because honestly, it blew me away. It wasn't the craziest soundtrack I've ever heard. It's not like The Dark Knight or Dune or Interstellar. No, it's much simpler than that. The soundtrack is used to perfectly enhance the film's emotional depth. The piano pieces, particularly during Sasha's performances, underscore her isolation and longing. The soundtrack also features tracks like Emotions by Brenda Lee, which plays during a pivotal scene where Sasha and Paul share an intimate moment. It's the perfect mic drop to symbolize their growing connection. The music choices in this film are deliberate and wonderfully enforce the themes and tone. I couldn't ask for anything better. Humanist Vampire Seeking Consenting Suicidal Person is a remarkable film that redefines the vampire genre with its blend of dark comedy, heartfelt drama, and profound existential themes. Ariane Louis-Seize crafts a story that feels both intimate and universal, exploring the complexities of identity, morality, and the search for purpose. The performances by Sarah Montpetit and Félix-Antoine Bernard bring depth and humanity to Sasha and Paul, making their journey one of genuine emotional resonance. With its beautiful cinematography, grounded production design, and phenomenal soundtrack, the film immerses viewers in a world about the struggles of self-acceptance and connection. This is a movie that stays with you not just because of its fresh take, but because it dares to ask deep questions about life and death. It leaves you pondering long after the credits roll. So, if you're a fan of introspective storytelling or ever wonder what your purpose in life is, then this is a relatable film to watch. Regardless, I'd still recommend watching this movie because it's an indie gem you'll likely appreciate. Thank you for listening to my review of Humanist Vampire Seeking Consenting Suicidal Person. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if you want me to review something, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.